each of my kids has a different nickname and for a specific reason. My oldest, Kyan, I call Bazoo, and that started when he was just a little thing, maybe a couple months old. But he was, we were playing, and I was going bazoo, 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 and he just thought it was the funniest thing. And I said, "Oh, you're mommy's little Bazoo," and it just stuck. I still call him Bazoo now. Um, for a long time, my coworkers and other folks that I would talk to on a regular basis didn't know what his real name was because I always called him Bazoo. And now he answers to it just like he does his own name. And my other kids will usually call him Kyan, but they know exactly who I'm talking to when I say Bazoo. He's the only one with a nickname like that. That's just nonsensical. Jackson, my middle guy, I had to have him 4 weeks early by C-section because of complications from my previous pregnancy, but when he was born, he was very small. He was only 6 pounds and 8 ounces, and he was technically a preemie because he was only 36 weeks. And the day he was born, he was in my arms, or no, I'm sorry, it was the day after he was born. He was laying in my arms. It was the first time I really got to hold him because he was having trouble breathing the first day. And I was laying there with him and holding him, and the doctor came in and said, you know, he's not he's not very strong right now because he is a little early, so don't expect him to start, you know, lifting his head or moving around as much because he's still pretty weak, but it'll come around, don't worry. And I was like, okay, you know, and he walks out the door, and as soon as the doctor walked out of the door, Jackson was laying on my chest, and he lifted his head up and just looked me in the eye like, that guy doesn't know what he's talking about. And it was just such a touching moment, and it was so funny to me because he did exactly what the doctor said he wouldn't be able to do. And he got the nickname Mr. Strongs from that. Devin, my youngest, was born when Weezer's song Beverly Hills was really popular, and at the time, Jackson and Kyan were both still very little. Kyan was 3 and Jackson was 1, and so sleep was just non-existent. I didn't get any sleep with Devin all night long, and during the day I was up with Kai and Jax, so there was no sleep, and I was like crazy with sleep deprivation. So one night I was rocking Devin to sleep, and I started singing Beverly Hills and changing the lyrics, and he just drifted right off to sleep, and it was just such a blessing, and it stuck. And so I still, you know, call him Beverly Hills, and it just works for him. So those are their nicknames: Bazoo, Mr. Strongs, and Beverly Hills, and that's how they got them. So if you want to tell me about your kids and their nicknames, you can leave me a video response or leave some comments. That would be so great. It would be a lot of fun. I will talk to you later. Have a great week. Bye.